Hey everybody, welcome to Bucketman Scouting. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an all-22 film breakdown on wide receiver Troy Franklin out of the University of Oregon that the Walmart Generals picked up. Again, the Denver Broncos are obsessed with the wide receiver position when they have young up-and-coming talent in Lil Jordan Humphrey, Jalen Virgil, Brandon Johnson, so on and so forth. Again, the obsession for the edges, the obsession for the quarterbacks, the obsession for the receivers and the running backs is ridiculous. But if you're the Walmart Generals, you can do this. Instead of getting a good center, you go out and get another fucking receiver. I wouldn't be shocked if Lil Jordan Humphrey and them are cut. I mean, you brought in Josh Reynolds, you overpaid for Josh Reynolds, and then you double dip as usual and go get a receiver. And Troy Franklin, who's one dimensional, and his route running and his catching ability is suspect. My pro comparison for Troy Franklin was Robert Chosen, who again flamed out of the league because he was such a one-dimensional receiver. He couldn't run routes and he couldn't catch the ball on a consistent basis. That's why he jumped around teams. So I see the same thing with Troy Franklin here. He's in my personal opinion, he's just another guy. He's not going to be really anything in my personal opinion. So yeah, let's get into this film breakdown. And what you see on the film, Bo Nix is throwing him the football. But what you're seeing is an Oregon team that is way better than the Denver Broncos team. And the reason I showed the Auburn film compared to the Oregon film is because Bo Nix is going to be going to a team like the Auburn Tigers and the Denver Broncos. You're not going to get the offensive line. You're not going to get the playmakers. There were better playmakers on Oregon's team than Troy Franklin and Bo Nix. Those are just facts. They also had the best center in the nation in Jackson Powers Johnson. And they had one of the better O-lines. And this is against the Pac-12 defenses in which they were dog shit. So I want to see Troy Franklin going up against better defenses in the NFL. And I want to see Bo Nix go up against better defenses in the NFL. But let's get into this. So he's playing in the slot right here. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. I could see the Denver Broncos doing the exact same thing. 5 wide receiver set. Go ball, go ball, go ball, 20-plus yards. Because the front office and the Denver Broncos just can't help themselves, or Walmart Generals. They're not the Denver Broncos anymore. They're the team organization formerly known as the Denver Broncos. So let's get into it. Here he is playing the slot position. Just look how lazy he comes out of his breaks. It's laziness. Look at that. He can't run crisp routes. It's just his route running ability is suspect at best, in my personal opinion. Okay, so now you have a 1, 2, 3, 4. Another spreading them out. Here we go. Man-to-man coverage here. Again, look, his separation ability, and everybody says he's such a speedy receiver. Throughout this entire film breakdown, you're going to see the separation ability isn't there, in my personal opinion. Throws a slant route, boom. And the corner play in today's game is really horrendous. But, good catch, good throw by Bo Nix there. That's a good throw and catch. So I got to give them both that at least. But you're not going to get that on a consistent basis. Just letting you know that. All right, here he is at the top of your screen. Again, they're spreading out the Oregon Ducks, or my apologies, Oregon State. Look, he just runs these one-dimensional routes, man. Look, he just runs these. Look, does he look that fast to you on the film? No. He does not look that fast to me on the film, in my personal opinion. And you people could bring up stats and statistics all you want, but that's not... GMs, scouts, and them don't go off of stats and statistics unless you're the Walmart Generals. So this play, you have a 2 wide receiver set. You're going to have a 1 tight end. You're actually going to have a 3 wide receiver set. This receiver comes in motion, 1 running back here. Look how far off this corner's playing. Look at that, man. I don't understand. His route running recognition is so bad. Look at this. Bottom of your screen right here. Look at this. He just runs right at the guy. I don't understand it, man. Like, you have to run more crisp routes than that. Okay, next play, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. He's lined up at the top of your screen. Wow. Dumps it off to the running back here. You got a guy wide open here. Again, if Bo Nix could have thrown it to this receiver here, he could have let him out here. Again, no, you guys say, well, he got better at his time in Oregon. Well, number one, Oregon is a much better program than Auburn. And the reason I showed the Auburn film, and I'm going to reiterate in this film breakdown and in this video, the reason I showed Bo Nix at Auburn is because you're going to get that Bo Nix more than you're going to get the Oregon Bo Nix. But here, yet again, what have I said about Bo Nix? I said he is a one read. He locks onto his receivers. He doesn't go through his full progressions. You see how he's just staring down here? He had a guy wide open. He also could have thrown it to Troy Franklin, but you had two guys that if you would have led both of these guys, it could have been a touchdown. But again, he just dumps it off here. He had a better chance of getting it to this guy. Could have drawn a flag. He also could have, thrown a touchdown or led the receiver. But instead, he just dumps it off to the running back there. So again, there are things on the film that you're going to see from Bo Nix and Troy Franklin here. And Troy Franklin doesn't really run a crisp route here. And everybody likes to talk about his separation ability. I don't really see any separation whatsoever so far in this film breakdown. Dumps it off to the running back there. And that's something I will give Bo Nix. There are points in his game where Bo Nix is just going to do the check down play. That does work, but there are also going to be plays in a game where you're going to have to make those middle of the field throws. And I just don't see that consistently through with Bo Nix. I don't see the separation ability with Troy Franklin either. I just don't see it. Okay, next play, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. I can just see the Broncos just doing all this shit. Look at that. Look at that, man. Like, look at Troy Franklin. He's not. I don't see a guy getting out of his break quick enough. I don't see a guy that's running crisp routes. It's a lot of shallow routes. It's a lot of slant routes. It's a lot of go ball routes. I don't see a lot from Troy Franklin here. I just don't see a lot. I just don't see a lot from Troy Franklin. All right. I just don't see a lot from him. All right. Troy Franklin is at the top of your screen. 1, 2, 3 wide receiver set. Another go ball route. Throws it deep. Well, he stops on his route there. Do you see that? Okay, watch Troy Franklin here at the bottom of your screen. Can I go slow mode? Is there a slow mode for this? Sorry, guys. I got to see if there is a slow mode. Here we go. All right, here's Troy Franklin at the top of your screen. I just want to point this out to everybody. Look at Troy Franklin here. Watch him the entire way. Look, that corner is just he's not separating. I don't understand what people see here. Again, he is such a one-dimensional type of receiver. So here he is right here, top of your screen. He's such a one-dimensional type of receiver here. Bo Nix has a guy running free wide open at the bottom of your screen, but he also has another guy running free that's getting separation down here. So again, you have two guys that are wide open, but he predetermines where he goes with the football. Again, I see that a lot with Bo Nix as well. Predetermines where he goes with the football here. So again, I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. And that's something that is really concerning because you say that you have great separation ability. I'm sorry. I don't see that. All right, let's go back here. All right, here he is right here at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Here he is, Troy Franklin. Again, where's the separation ability at? Where is the separation ability at? Here he is at the bottom of your screen. Does he look like he's coming out of his break, out of his set, full speed? I don't see it. Here he is at the top of your screen. You're going to have number 3 come in motion, tight end, 1, 2, wide receiver set. Troy Franklin is right here at the top of your screen. Blocking. He's blocking. Comes off there. Boom. Right there. All right. Next play. 1, 2, wide receiver set, tight end right there. Man-to-man coverage by Oregon State. There you go. That's something I'll give him. And look at this corner. Has his back turned to the quarterback here. Man, cornerback play is so bad nowadays. It's horrendous. But good in and out break there from good curl route there by Troy Franklin. All right, here he is at the top of your screen. You're going to have 81 come in motion here. There he is right there. Again, I'm just not really impressed by the way people, again, I really do think in what it is. It's just, his separation ability is not there. And I was told throughout this entire draft process by these statistic, analytical Walmart general content creators that this guy has great separation ability. He does not have great separation ability at all. All right, here he is lined at the bottom of your screen. This is the exact, this picture right here is the embodiment of what the Walmart Generals are going to run more consistently. 4 to 5 wide receiver sets, go balls. I could see them doing just that. Here he is right here. Again, where's the separation ability at? I don't see it. Man, these are just terrible routes. Terrible play design by the offense coordinator for Oregon. Terrible play calling, terrible receiver play. Terrible route running by these receivers. And you know, here he is right here. Terrible, the separation ability is just not there. I don't see him, you know, taking off against this guy at all. This corner's been sticking with him the entire way. This is just, you know, another overhyped receiver in my opinion. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. He's right there. Again, playing off coverage. Doesn't really do anything here. I mean, the separation ability is just not there, man. It's just not there. Nobody's afraid of him. Nobody is afraid of him. They're not designing coverages against him. They're not double teaming him. They're not doing anything. They're just, you know, they're just there. Yeah, see? Where is it? He runs right at him. The route running is horrendous. That's something he needs to work on at the next level, and I don't think he has that. He's Robert Chosen 2.0. He's going to be on multiple teams, and he's going to flame out. All right, here he is right here in the slot. Blocks. Oh, my God, his blocking. Look at that block. Watch him right here. Gets blown up. Wow. Absolutely just horrendous, man. That is some bad football. Wow, that is bad. All right, here he is. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. He's in the slot. Does he get knocked on his ass here? Right there. Oh, my God, he slips on his route. Troy Franklin slips on his route. Watch. Oh, my God. All right, got to go in slow-mo again. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Why can't I fucking do it? Whatever. Watch him here. Watch Troy Franklin here. Slips on his route. Oh, man, that is so bad. Fuck. Here's top of your screen. Hold on one second. Dude, Bo Nix had him too. He had a guy right here, man. Dude, Bo Nix, again, is another overhyped. I'm telling you. This is his Oregon film. I'm not showing you Auburn film. There are still things on the Oregon film that he showed in the Auburn film. And I have these Walmart General fans coming on my channel saying, well, the stats say this, the analytics say that. You're not watching the film? You're not watching the film, dude. He had Troy Franklin just runs right past the guy. You also had number 3 in the middle of the field wide open, man. 3 is wide open. And he just takes off and runs because he's predetermining where he's going with the football. Okay, he's in the slot. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Of course, spread him out. There, he's a go ball. This is probably his best throw. Boom. And you know what? You're going to have, again, this is something that the Walmart General fans won't talk about. You're going to have better players than this guy and this guy right here that are going to make that play. But this is a hell of a throw by Bo Nix. That is a throw that's a good throw. And here's Troy Franklin just, again, running another go route. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. He's right here. Top of your screen. Look how far off this corner. Dude, this corner is so dumb, man. You're playing that far off. You are asking to be thrown on here. You know what? You deserve to get thrown on playing corner play like that. And this is against the Pac-12, man. This is against Pac-12 defenses, which aren't very good. So, I believe these players are going to have a wake-up call. So, this is my all-22 film breakdown on Troy Franklin against Oregon State. Again, this is Oregon State, folks. So, he's going to be facing a lot better defenses in the NFL. I mean, you're not going to get the defenses like you did in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, the 2015. You're not going to get those anymore. But you're going to be facing Baltimore. You're going to be facing Pittsburgh. You're going to be facing a lot of teams. The Chargers are on the up and up defensively. You're going to be facing teams in your own, the Chiefs, the Raiders. You're going to be facing defenses in your own division that are young and up and coming defenses that have a lot of young talent that are going to be physical. So I'm not really a big fan of Troy Franklin. I never liked the pick, but it's your typical, prototypical Walmart Generals pick. You know, overdraft receivers, overdraft the edges, and I thought your edge and receiver room was all right. But obviously you keep drafting these players instead of addressing your offense and defensive lines and coverage linebackers. So, whatever. This is my all-22 film breakdown on Troy Franklin against Oregon State, and I did not like what I saw on the film, and there's a reason why he was at the bottom of my draft board.